All right, your boy Mixmaster B here for the MMB Radio Podcast, live from the MMB Radio Studios, where no topic is too big or too small. We talk about them all, and on the phone lines right now, calling all the way from Greece. Yes, all the way on the other side of the planet, adult film star Inna Sirina. How are you?
Hey, I'm very good, you know?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for calling us today. It's very early here in the States, but and I know it's afternoon for you out there, but it's cool that you're able to technology allows us to have you call in from another part of the world and
Exactly, yeah.
and talk about what your life is like being in the business. So my first question for you would be is, how did you get into the business?
Well, the truth is that, I just started with my boyfriend. We make like one video in home, like just for us, just to see how we are looking like. And after we just say like a joke, like maybe I give it to some producer or something. And actually we do that and the people like us a lot. So we just start like just from nothing.
So it was just you and your boyfriend. You take like
Mhm.
a home video camera
Exactly.
and start shooting your own porn in your
Yep.
house.
Actually, the bad part is that I never keep the first video of me, and that's I think is a big mistake.
Now, do you know if that video is like available out there somewhere, or did you delete it?
No, I don't think so. I just deleted.
Okay, because that could have been worth some money. That's
Yeah, but I'm really sorry for this. Now I'm overthinking it, and this was stupid idea to just delete it.
now, did, uh, when you spoke to your boyfriend about it, and
Mm-hmm.
you told him that you wanted to do this, like,
Yeah.
was he totally on board, or did he kind of like question why are we doing this?
Actually, we just thinking about both. Yeah, we just stay and we say, why not? It's something so strange for us, but maybe we can do it. Of course, it's not that easy that everybody think. You just go and start shooting and have sex and nice time. We have many things that the people don't see behind the cameras. But
Now, I would think though, like, I wish every hot girl was that easy to shoot a porn. Just hey, we got nothing else to do, so let's just do it. You know.
exactly,
So when being born and raised and living in Greece, did you have a lot of exposure to porn, or did you have an interest in porn before?
actually. No, actually, in Greece we have only one company for porn, so it's like everybody just shooting for him. So 5 years I'm just working for this company, and we also make a live sex shows with my husband. So we have kind of experience, but not that much. Just something very slow and normal.
Now, you eventually came over to the United States to do some videos, correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, what was that experience like?
Well, different maybe. I don't know. I meet many people, many different people, but nice people. I mean, they're more famous for sure. Just was different. I don't know. The people was different. I cannot explain you exactly, but it was totally different from here.
Now,
Maybe you have more experience, like for the movies and everything,
uh
and the life, of course.
now was the shooting styles the same, or was it a lot easier back home, do you think, or was it easier
No,
here?
no, I think it's almost the same. It's not that different. It's not that different. It's almost the same. Just the people are more different, you understand, like
Hmm.
here in Greece they need some different things because also we're speaking in Greek and we have to more theater, we make more theater. You understand what I mean? It's like we just speaking more than fucking. Exactly.
So it's more dialect back in
Yeah, something.
Greece.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's us ignorance Americans. We just get straight to fucking. Um, so now you only do girl scenes though, unless it's with your boyfriend, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now is this just by personal choice?
Yeah, it's personal choice. Yeah.
Okay. Now, why is that? Do you just not feel comfortable? Do you feel it's being
Well,
disloyal or?
how I say, we just start from the beginning together. So I never think actually to make with somebody else. I don't know why. We never discussed this. Maybe I feel more good like that. I just make more with girls. I like it to make more with girls. So that's it. I never think about it to make something else than that. That's
Now,
it.
would you think about doing it later on with other guys, or just
Oh, I don't think so. No, no, I don't think so. No.
okay? Now,
Never know, but no.
what
For now, no.
what sparked your interest with women?
Well, I like women, and actually, my first time when I was making it with women was in movie, so I like it more. It was different thing, and that's why I just like to make more with the girls.
Now, your first
It's more
time.
sensual, sensual, and it's more nice. I don't know.
So your first time with a woman was or a girl was when you were doing a film.
It was in movie, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, when you was this in Greece or was this here in the States?
I'm sorry?
Was that in Greece or was this in the United States?
No, no, it was in Greece.
Okay. And were you nervous? Was there any like butterflies and kind of like normal?
Actually, I was very shame of my body and everything because actually I never before even go in the beach and just take topless or something. I was really, really, really bad. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe the people like it, but in myself inside I was like, oh my God, they're gonna see me naked. It was so strange.
But that's normal in Greece, isn't it? Like walking on the beach topless.
Well, it's normal for them, yeah, but I never do that before. I don't know. I don't know why. But I never take out topless. It just was like normal girl.
Now, what about being with a woman do you enjoy the most?
Well, I think it's the licking,
Okay.
boobs, everything another romance, everything.
Now, do you like receiving or do you like giving?
Both, I think both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just enjoy the overall experience altogether.
Yep, exactly. You said it right.
Now, is there a certain woman that you would love to be with?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and who is she?
Well, my dress.
Uh huh.
Mm, Carrera, Mercedes Carrera for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Mercedes Carrera.
All right. Now you've been with a couple. You've done some videos in the States with females. Uh,
No, I don't do yet. No,
no, you haven't shot with any women yet in the States.
I make only with my husband there.
Oh, okay. So he came over with you when you were shooting here.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, um, now I know you like you said, you mentioned Kendra, and what do you love about Kendra Luss?
Well, she's amazing person, really. She's so good girl. I mean, she's not only beautiful, this everybody can see that she's a very beautiful girl. She have a nice body, but she's really very nice person. She's amazing.
Now, what's life like in Greece? What is a lot more partying in Greece than it is in the United States?
Well, we have a very nice beaches. We
Hmm.
have a White House. We have I don't know, different food.
Now, all
It's
of your
very beautiful. It's really very beautiful.
all of your fans that are listening that are from Greece or speak Greek, say
Eh,
say something to them in Greek that that you want them to know.
Well, let me see. Καλησπέρα αγάπες μου, πώς είστε, τι κάνετε? I don't know what to say. I think like I speaking alone, I feel not comfortable.
Well, I mean, there's probably listeners who speak Greek, and we've had a lot of people on Twitter who
Oh,
were
oh,
who were sending us messages, and
really?
yeah, they want to know a bunch of
It's so
questions.
funny. Thank you so much. Just say thank you so much.
Now, well, look, I'll go through some of these questions that they sent us,
Oh, okay,
and
of course.
some of them I don't know if you'll be able to answer them. Um,
I will think. I'm gonna think about it.
but the first question we have here is if you could be with any celebrity, famous celebrity, doesn't have to be in the porn business, but any celebrity, who would you like to be with?
Oh, I never thinking about it. I don't know.
Could
I
be a
really
guy,
don't.
could be a girl.
Let me see. I don't know I don't know. I really don't know. I never thinking about it. No, I
Okay.
don't have somebody so I don't have any idea.
Okay. Next question then would be where's the most exotic place you've ever had sex? Now you have a lot of beaches in Greece.
Well,
So,
exactly on the beach was
uh-huh.
actually was exactly on the beach.
Okay. And next fan wants to know how much longer do you think you'll be doing adult films? Now, is this something you plan on doing for a couple years, or like where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, I don't think so. We can make more like 6 years or something. How I see myself, maybe after 10 years, I'm gonna have five in family and a child. I hope so. I mean, I cannot make it more than 5 years because, it's kind of a hard job for everybody. So, yeah, I just need family quiet. And I'm not person that likes so much the parties, go outside drinking or something like that.
Hmm.
So more quiet girl, more normal girl.
So you're more reserved,
Yeah.
more to yourself. Now, when you started doing this, did your family find out you were doing this?
Yes, they do. They
And
do.
what
I
was
mean,
their reaction?
we just speak about it because they have to know. So of course the not was happy. That's normal. I mean, any mother or father wants their girl to make this kind of job. That's for sure, 100%. Just I try to explain them that I'm really okay with it. I mean, I don't make so strange things that they think about it. I just go shoot the movies and come back home. I don't make that crazy things that the people think that we start taking drugs or drinking or make bullshits or I don't know, sleep with everybody for money or something like this. This is not true. This is really not true. So I try to explain it that we are very happy on this job. We're together and we are still very good on it. You understand what I mean? So there was like in the beginning, just we don't speak like for some months, and after slowly we start to. I try to call them and speak again with them. So now we perfect. Just we just don't speak about the job. We speak how we get the day, where we was like a beach or something, what we eat, what we cook, and something like this. Even my mother was here like before 2 weeks. We was for like vacation, so everything is perfect in my family. Everything.
So, I mean, I guess the cool thing, and it's really unique, is that you're with your boyfriend, so you don't shoot with other people. So, at least you know who you're with, you know who he's with, and you know that there's no extra activity going on outside
Exactly.
of
Yeah.
the shooting. Now, when you go to shoot a film in Greece, is there any kind of special requirements? Anything you have to do? Any kind of license? Do you have to notify anybody that you're doing this?
No. I don't think so. No. We just make a blood test and that's it.
So, like, the government doesn't get involved in anything?
Yep.
Okay, because I know some countries you have to, like, in Canada, you have to have a license to be an exotic dancer.
Wow, no, 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 no. We don't have any like that. No, we just make the blood test and speaking about the what is kind of movie we're gonna do, and that's it. Nothing special.
Now, where do most of these scenes get shot at? Is it in a studio, or you just pick a place and?
All over Greece. I mean, sometimes they just go in like example Mykonos, Santorini. Sometimes we just in one hotel or we just rent a house and something like this. Just normal places, normal places.
Now, what's your one of the questions someone sent on Twitter? What is your favorite position?
Let me see. Like I think doggy. I
Okay.
think it's doggy. Yeah, right. Or 69 and doggy. Yeah.
Okay. Now you do these live sex shows, and I've never witnessed a live sex show here in the States, and I'm sure there's someplace in the United States that they do this stuff. I don't know if it's legal here. If anybody's on Twitter and anybody's
I
listening
don't
to the
think so. I was
podcast.
asking for no, no, no. It's not illegal for sure.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if it's legal here, but in Greece it's
No, it's
legal,
not.
right?
It's not.
Is it legal in Greece or
In
no?
Greece? Yes, it is.
Now, is this what it would be like a nightclub that you just do these shows in?
Yep, exactly. It's like more strip clubs. We make it more in strip clubs because it's more like normally we also do with normal clubs, but it's just erotic show. You know what I mean? I just don't get even topless, just with sexy dresses, and we make our theater. That's it. But in strip clubs, we do exactly live sex show.
Now, I've seen some videos that you've had on Twitter, and it's just you and your boyfriend, and it's a stage
Yep.
with a lot of like EDM, house music playing and lights flashing, and then it's like, do people just stand at the edge of the stage and just watch?
Uh-huh. Exactly. It's like that.
So it's like a concert, but you're not singing, you're fucking.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. See, this is all new to me here in the States, because I mean, it's like watching a live porno.
Oh yeah, they should come here.
Now, what's the best part about living in Greece?
The best part in Greece.
Like, what do you enjoy most about living in Greece?
Well, you know what? I think the people are different. The people are very nice here, really. I love the people, I love the beaches, I love everything about Greece, I really do. I have a lot of friends here, so even when sometimes I go like, example, it was like in Thailand 6 months, we were staying in Thailand. I was really missing so much Greece. The food, also the food is amazing.
Now,
And party, of course, too.
now, are you good at cooking? Do you cook?
Yes, I do. Yes, I cooking a lot.
Now, it's almost like you're like born to know how to cook meals. Um,
Not exactly. Actually, in the beginning, I was very bad on it. I was trying, at least, but I was very bad. And even my boyfriend was eating, and I can see that he don't like it, but he said, "Okay, baby, it's good. Don't worry. Next time it's gonna be better."
Now, how long have you been with your boyfriend?
Well, 10 years almost.
Okay, now was he your first time that you've ever had sex was with your boyfriend?
Well, I don't remember that much because I was a little bit drunk, a very
Okay.
little. So it was exactly on New Year. So I mean that's normal to be drunk in New Year. So
Too much ouzo?
yeah.
Little orzo, whatever. Is that what it's called, orzo? It's just like the drink, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Too much of that on New Year's. So you don't even this was the first time?
Yes, this was the first time, and I don't remember that well what exactly was happening.
Well, you know what though? The good thing is a lot of people would love to be in your position where they could forget their first time. So, it might be a blessing that you do not remember your first time.
Yeah, actually, that is the truth. I don't remember that right. I think he remember, but I don't.
I'm sure he does remember. I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
So after that, I mean, did you have a lot of like boyfriends before your boyfriend that you have now, or you've always kind of just been with
Not
him?
much, not that much. Actually, I was having like just one guy before him, and we
Hmm.
was 2 years together. So, but I was in my home, he was in his home. We just was going like for coffee or something. I was a really very small girl. I was 18 when we just get to live together, like live, not just going for coffee and something like that.
So you just go for a coffee, and he gave you extra creamer.
Yeah.
Hey, I
You
can't.
say it so nice. I like it.
I have a way of words. What can I
I really
say?
love it. Yeah. I don't have that much, but
Now, a couple more of the questions on Twitter because fans, like, it's crazy how many fans you have,
oh,
not just in Greece, but in the short time that you were here in the States, you gained a lot of fans. So you have a lot of fans with a lot of questions.
wow, I'm
And
really happy for it.
the one fan, he says, what kind, these are just non-porn related questions, wants to know what kind of music do you listen to?
What music? R&B, I think. R&B, yeah. Mostly R&B.
Now, is there an artist or a singer that you like in Greece that, or do you like American music?
Oh, American music for sure.
Okay, who's your favorite artist? Who do you listen to a lot of?
I think I don't know. I don't have like favor. Um, maybe I don't know. Maybe Beyonce just said like that. Yeah, kind of this Beyonce, Rihanna, R. Kelly.
Now, are those the artists that
You got me.
do
You
you
got
like to put those artists on, those singers on when you're making love and on, shooting films, or do you not care?
Yes, yes, yes. We make it sometimes. We make
Mhm.
it sometimes because I feel more nice, more comfortable, more different. It's nice to
Okay.
listen to music and have sex. It's not that bad.
So,
Yeah.
your boyfriend, when he does, obviously he does films and scenes with you. Um, do you allow him to shoot with other women, or is it the same situation just with
Yes.
you?
No, no, no. He makes with other girls. He
Now,
makes with
are
other
you
girls.
okay with that?
Well, in the beginning I was trying to say like, no, you're not gonna make with nobody else. You're gonna make. Actually, I was very jealous before. I really was. And I think that it's a big mistake of many women. I told you why. Because I think like that. I mean, it's my opinion that most of the girls that just keep the man and they say, you're not going to go there. You're not going to make this. You're not going to make that. You're going to stay home. You're going to make this. And the men wants freedom. That's
Hmm.
for sure. So every time when you say to somebody, don't do that, he gonna just go and do it because you said it. You know what I mean? So we just discussed and he say, I want to make with other girls. I want to make like I want to be a real porn star. I mean, if he make only with me, this is not mean that he's not. Or if I make with other girls, this is not me that I'm not. But was kind of different for the men's if he make only with one woman. And actually, the people was saying like, what kind of porn star it is? It's men and he make only with his life. It's
Hmm.
so I told him like this, you're gonna go and make it, I don't have any problem. Just I don't want to see the video after that's it. In the beginning we start like that. And after he was just making some stands that we, we have to make like threesome with other girls. So I remember the first time when we have to make with the other girls and I was there was a little bit strange and I was looking like I'm gonna kill you bitch now. Don't touch him.
Yeah, but if he's okay with being with other women,
But
what do
now
you?
I love it. Now I love it. I really it just was
Well, because you get to share the women, so
yes.
that's always fun. Um, now, why not you shoot with other guys? Like, if he's okay doing it with other women, so it should be okay for you to shoot with other guys, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. You have maybe some big problem with this. I don't want. I really don't know. I don't need to make that. I feel it like this and that's it. I just don't want. That's it.
Now, one of the fans on Twitter said that he says you're really into like fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
when did this start? Have you always been into fitness, or?
No, actually, before I was a very, very skinny girl. I was like 40 kilograms or something. So when I met Theo, he was going to the gym, of course. And the first 2 years, I didn't want to go to the gym or something. And everybody was told me that I'm too skinny and I have to eat more. I mean, I was eating normal. I never in my life, I swear, I never was making a diet. Never. I mean, even if I was small or I getting big, I don't care. I really like the food. I eat everything that I want, and I don't care for it. But when he was starting to go to the gym, and he said one day like, "Hey, just come with me, try. Maybe you like it." And I really do. We start to go together like almost 2 or 3 times per week. So I was making more like the part down, not that much the hands or something so heavy, but slowly I see the difference on my body and I really like it. So I say, why not? I see some very big difference on it. I have my ass more nice, my legs and everything. My everything was more different than before. So like this, we just start to make it like almost 2 times per week. I just going 2 times per week, not that much.
Now, in the United States here, we people here are obsessed with plastic surgery and doing like cosmetic work to themselves. And you transformed yourself doing by fitness. But if there was something that you could change about yourself, what would it be?
I don't think so. I just was making one. I just was making the boobs. I was making the silicone on my boobs, and I even start to think that that was a mistake, because many of the people also here. I don't know. You say for America, but I think here it's more like they like more natural girls. I don't have any nothing with my face. I don't have any on my body, just a fitness and a little boobs. I don't think so. I'm gonna change something. I like myself like this, how I am. I don't want to change something on me.
So you
Even
don't
I'm
you
not
don't
that beautiful girl that I don't think so that I'm beautiful even, but I don't want to change something. I want to be unnatural, just normal like this. The way that I am. That's it.
so you wouldn't want bigger boobs or do anything
No,
like
I don't
that?
think so. No. I think it's enough. No.
Okay. So a couple more of these questions, and I apologize to people that we won't be able to get to everybody's questions, but we'll try to get to as most of them as we can. Where, what is your ultimate fantasy? You can stop and think about that a little bit. Is where do you, like, if you had to paint out the perfect scene, say you're directing your own scene and you're directing your own film. Obviously, we know it's probably going to be with your boyfriend because that's who you shoot with. But who, like, where would it be, and like, what would be going on? Kind of take us through the process.
Well, you know what? I like in movie to be a lot of girls on it. In one scene, like I don't know, 5, 6 girls and one man or something like that. I think that is very sexy. I really love it. That's gonna be amazing.
So you just be a bunch of girls
Yes,
and your boyfriend.
I really like girls. Yes.
So 5 or 6 girls, and where would this be at? Is it like, is there a place that you would want all this to happen? And
Well, some pool or something, beach or pool. Yeah.
okay, so 5 naked women on the beach,
Uh-huh.
just having sex.
Yes.
Now, aren't you worried about sand getting in places that sand should just not go?
I'm sorry, what?
Like, are you worried about like rolling around in the sand? Like, doesn't that get itchy and like bothersome?
No.
You're okay with that? You don't care?
I don't care, yes.
As long as there's hot women, you don't care about the sand.
No, exactly, no.
Now, one of the cool things that a couple of the fans noticed, and I noticed as well, because you kind of brought it to my attention.
Okay.
You went and saw a WWE
Oh,
wrestling show when you were in the States, correct?
oh yes.
Now, have you always been a fan of pro wrestling?
Always, 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 always. I was a little girl when I was watching it.
Hmm.
So I'm really always a big, big fan of them. I mean, I even have the PlayStation, the game I was playing.
Okay.
So, that's kind of strange when I was going there and I see them live. This was like a big dream come true.
This is your first time ever seeing them live?
Yes, yes, that's my first time. That was my first time. I hope not last.
Now, do you have a favorite wrestler?
Oh, I don't know, maybe John Cena. I think
Okay.
The Rock for sure. Um, Undertaker was, I don't know, there was many, but I think from the old school, not, I mean, I even don't know them that much now. I mean, and
Uh-huh.
the girls and the boys. But before the guys, before 10 years or something, they was amazing. They was really amazing.
Now, you mentioned the girls. Like, would you ever want to learn how to do that stuff?
I never try actually. I never try. I don't know, maybe I can do it, maybe I'm not. I think it's very hard job and they make it very well. So I never try and I'm getting old to try just now.
Now, do people watch wrestling a lot in Greece?
I think yes. Not that much like America, but yes.
Okay, so you watched as a child, and you continue to watch it now. And you say you have a PlayStation. Do you play a lot of video games?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Every time when I have more time for myself, I try to be, just playing games, watch TV.
Now,
I have
what games do you play? Is there a game that you're a big fan of?
Yes, God of War.
Okay. Do
I
you
love it. It's amazing.
do you play with fans online at all? Are you that
Uh,
in depth with it?
Not that much. I just play with the PlayStation with myself, with the computer.
I was trying to get you to say you just play with yourself,
Yeah,
but
and
yeah.
just I also make a Mortal Kombat. I love it.
Okay, so this is new. I didn't know you were like into video games, so that's really cool.
I like it. I really do. Yeah.
So, let me see. Do two or three more questions here. A fan, he tweets in. He says, obviously, people are good with, like Greek are good with food and cooking and everything. What is your favorite food in Greece that you
Fav-
can't get here in the United States?
Well, maybe pasticcio. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, the souvlaki, it's like, it's the more famous in Greece, but it's not that healthy. So I don't eat it that much. You know what I mean? But of course, it's very nice. It's amazing taste, but it's not just that healthy. I try to be like, I don't make diet, but not that much like kind of foods that is not that good.
Now, you were here, how long were you here in the States for?
Well, 2 months. Yes, 2 months.
And that was your first time ever being in the States?
No, I just come for second times. The next time I was in Seattle
Okay.
and Miami.
Now, what do you love about the United States, if anything?
I love it. Of course, I love it. It's it's very nice place.
Now, is there a food or something that you like here that you want to take back to Greece that you wish you had in Greece?
The food, actually, the beef is very nice there. I tried.
Okay.
It's amazing. And
See,
also, of course, in America, you can make more money. I mean, like, you know, so that is good in America that you can make more good money and the beef is amazing.
now people say that like
Steak,
the economy in Greece is not good, but you told me off air that this is not true. So what
uh,
what's the economy like in Greece? You say you can make more money here, but how's everything over there?
I think here it's okay. I don't know. I don't see, just the people maybe speak about it too much, but it's not that bad that they say. You know what I mean? Because I was going more in the night because my job is in the night. So I see a lot of people with a lot of money that they spend the money. You know what I mean? So if you really don't have a money, you're not gonna go outside and spend it. So it's just maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say something that is not right, but this is my opinion that I see a lot of people with money, that they spend money, they dancing, they have fun, they don't care about nothing. So if it's a big problem, maybe it's more in the day, but in the night, I just don't feel it anymore. I don't feel it that much.
So you're more about saving your money and investing it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, after the porn business is done, you said you want to have a family. Eventually, you'll have to have a real job. Do you want to do something with porn, maybe direct film or something
Yeah,
like that?
that's not a bad idea, but actually I have a gym. We was just open a gym with my husband.
Oh,
With
wow. So you have your own gym.
Yes, I have a gym, of course. Yeah, I do. I was just make it before 1 year or something. Is open it, yeah.
And at
Let's
this
change the
gym,
money there.
is it like a gym here in the States where people come in and they pay a membership and can work out?
Yes, 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 of course. Just some normal gym. Normal gym. We have also some kind of rooms of massage. I mean, normal massage. Just I don't want somebody to think about something else. Just a normal massage. And we have also and rooms for the kids that we have a person that we can see that. I mean, if you're father or mother that don't have time to leave the kids somewhere, you can leave it there just playing with the people. I mean, just a very, very good gym. We have a big gym.
Now, or do you teach any of the classes? Are you a trainer there?
Not that much. No, 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 not that much. We have a special people for it. I
Okay.
mean, I'm not that good on speaking. I mean, I can show some things, but
Uh,
I don't, I just don't go for school for this. I cannot say it right. So I just can show something that I know, but nothing more. I have a
okay.
special people for it.
Okay. Now, one fan wanted to know, do people recognize you in Greece? Do they know that you do porn?
Yes,
Do,
they
pe-
do.
do people come
Most
up
of
to
the
you?
people, yes, most of the people do.
Now, that they come up to you in public and be like, hey, I'm a fan of yours?
Yeah, it's happened many times actually. It's happened many times.
Now, what is that feeling like? Is that kind of like weird? Is it creepy?
It's very weird for me because I'm not kind of the girl that is gonna go and say, "Hey, look me, I'm star" or something like that. I'm very normal girl. Even I sometimes I try to be when I'm to the people. I don't speak that much, not because I'm really very shame girl. And many times when I go to the back area or something, and somebody say, "Hey, Ina, how are you? Can I make picture or something?" And I feel like, oh my God, I'm not. It's not me. It's not me. I feel very strange. I don't know,
Uh,
but the people like this.
that's awesome. I mean, here in the States, if you were walking around, people would just like, you would have paparazzi all over the place
It
taking
happens
photos of
sometimes.
you.
It happens, yeah.
Now, how does your
We don't
boyfriend
have that
feel?
much porn stars in Greece, so we are like five girls, or maybe little than five. So it's kind of when somebody sees you, they start to speak. This is Ina. She working there and there and there, and the people start watching it. I was getting like red, blue, or any colors, you know.
Well, it's so if there's not many of them, then you're like you're like one of the top stars by
Uh,
default.
I don't like to say it, but I think yes.
Now, how does your boyfriend feel about it? Like, does he get more attention than you, or do you get more attention than he does?
Well, I think he's proud of this. I mean, he
Uh,
like it. He don't have any problem with this
he's
when the
not
people speak
jealous.
of me or something.
He doesn't get jealous of the attention.
No, I don't think so. No.
So, what is something you want the fans to know before you leave, before you're done? What do you want fans to know?
Well, that I love them a lot. I mean, they make me, how to say, they make me famous because they speak with me and they're really, really very nice on me. So I want to say just thank you for everybody that speak with me and like me. And even the people that they don't like me. Just enjoy the life. Be happy, guys.
And
And
one of the, go ahead,
I'm sorry?
go ahead. You were finishing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna say one of the cool things you're gonna do for the fans that are listening is we're gonna do a giveaway. You have some signed photos
Of course.
that we're gonna give away to some fans that are listening to the podcast. So make sure you listen to the podcast, and once we get the photos in, we're gonna run a contest.
Oh,
So people that are listening, you have to listen to the whole podcast because we're gonna ask questions based off the podcast.
okay.
So, and then you gave us some, what, 8x10s of that you signed for the fans?
I will send you, yeah.
Awesome. So
Sure.
fans, if you want something to
Of
keep
course.
of hers, we're going to have it there for you for a
Anything,
contest.
anything, of course.
Anything to make the fans happy, huh?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Well, we appreciate you
But not
talking to
blowjobs,
us.
right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got it.
One more thing.
You
I'm
just
joking. I'm
you,
joking.
you just I mean if we could get away with doing that, I mean it'd probably be kind of expensive because we either have to fly you here or we have to fly them to Greece, and as much
Whoa, whoa.
as much as I love the fans and I appreciate everybody listening, I can't afford to send you to Greece for a blowjob. Um, if I'm going if anybody's going to Greece to get a blowjob, it's me.
I think we're gonna make it the big tourism here. It would help to my country.
Yes, help out the economy in Greece, I mean, she said it best. A lot of people are spending money, so they have to bring in more money.
Of
Um,
course, yeah, everything is gonna be perfect like that.
well, like I said, we appreciate you talking to us a little bit. It was cool getting to know you a little bit, and you have a real huge following. And I'm looking on your Twitter. You were nominated recently for an award, correct?
Yes.
Is that right? So make sure you vote for her for, was it, a DDF award, a nominee. So make sure you win, get her more awards. Follow her on Twitter. Let everybody know where they can find you at on Twitter.
Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much.
Now let everybody know where they can find you at on Twitter. What's your Twitter address?
Well, Inna Sirina. Exactly how you hear it. Inna with double N,